Today we're going to talk about what are you going to do once you have a prospect sign on to a video call or just a regular phone call with you. What is that link going to contain before, and what homework they're going to do before they actually get on the call with you? Hi, my name is Fazia Lala. I'm a business owner. I am not a business coach, and I have this channel to share strategies for other service businesses to grow, all for free, because there are thousands of dollars worth of programs and business coaches out there who just, I feel like, are scammers, and they charge you way too much for way little that value that they provide. So I created this free channel to help all of us, all our new aspiring entrepreneurs, to really get started without spending this much money that they're asking for. So I'm going to give you all this information for free. So let's get started. So in the previous video, we talked about, you have talked to this person, they are going to sign up for this call, and of course then what are they going to do how are you going to have this video call with them? That is separate. So 3 steps. First step is chat, getting them on a video call. This step is now, what is that page going to look like? What that process is going to look like before they get on the video call. And the final step is, okay, now they're on the video call, video conference with you. What do you say? What do you do? How do you sign them on? So in this middle step, this is where we're at. What you want to do is you send out a Calendly link, calendly.com. The link is in the description below. You sign up for it. Now, the way I was taught is slightly different, and the way I do it is slightly different. So I'll share both with you. The way I was taught in this really expensive program I took, which is totally not worth that much, is to use any calendar. There's Acuity and a whole bunch of calendars out there. Send them that calendar link. The only thing you put on it is the time. They select it, their name, phone number, email address, hit book. That's it. In that, you will say, hey, after this, please make sure you go to this form. You will be redirected to it. You must do the homework before the call. You're required to do the homework before the call. So they'll check that box saying, okay, I get it. Once they book the call is already booked. They're redirected to this new page. It's a Typeform page. Link is again, description. There you will ask all these qualifying questions. Questions like, so what are your goals? And how committed are you, 1 to 10? What are you hoping to achieve? What prevented you from taking this training before? Kind of the same things you asked in chat, and also similar things you will ask in a video call. You're just kind of reinforcing that. So having them type it out again. Okay, these are my goals. And depending on, people have modified this over time, right? So when I was in this coaching cohort or program, I had several other coaches who said that they got very aggressive with it because people started not showing up on the calls. So they would say, do not book this call, or do not, in their calendar link actually, they said, yes, I promise that I will absolutely show up on this call. I'm not going to waste your time, and I will cancel it if I can't come. And so they had very, very, specific questions like that. That said, I'm not going to waste your time and things like that, okay? So if you want to add that in the calendar, yes, you're welcome to, if that works for you, okay? But here we are in the Typeform, the qualifying questions. What are your goals? What are your challenges? What has worked? What has not worked? Please write down these top 3 goals, and please write down your top 3 challenges. That's your homework before you come on the call. It's extremely important you do this, because if you don't do this, then we're not going to be able to have a conversation. So that's the method I was taught. Now, what I do is something slightly different, where I put everything in the call, the booking link. Now, yes, it's possible that if they have to answer all of those questions before booking, that they might just give up. But if they don't even have a minute to answer those questions, then I just don't think I want them to really book a call with me. Because think about it, right? You're trying to get as many people to book the call, but also you want to get better prospects, those who will stick around in the call. So those who put in the effort to answer the questions are more likely to show up on the call too. So I just have that Calendly link, and Calendly gives you a set of questions that you can put, 10 or so. So they'll pick the time. Once they pick the time, they have to answer these questions. And then once they've answered the questions, they will click submit and book the call, okay? And what I do is, one of my requirements at the bottom, as of now, this could change in the future, is please watch the master class before you come. That is a requirement. And I have a master class that I talk about several common topics. We will do another video on how you can do a master class, is that important, etc., etc. So I go through important topics so that they understand my coaching isn't pew, 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 kick, punch, self-defense. It's really mental. It's how to be strong in your body, how to speak like a leader, those kinds of things. Okay, a lot of emotional, mental strength. That's half the program. The other half, yes, we'll do some physical things, how to stand like a mountain, how to shift that power and energy, but it's not kicks and punches. Okay, so to make sure they understand that and I don't repeat it, one of the big reasons I created the masterclass is that majority of the people, 80% would show up thinking it's a kick punch type self-defense class like you see out there in the world. And I was doing something unique because that's not real. If your coworker is sexually harassing you, if you're constantly being catcalled on the street, being followed by creepy strangers, you're dating the wrong guy over and over again, dominating people in your personal, professional relationships, guess what? You're not going to start kicking and punching and doing jump flying side kicks and stupid crap like that. It's not going to work. You're not going to punch your coworker who's harassing you or stealing your ideas or being aggressive. What you're going to do is more subtle, right? You're going to learn preemptive techniques. So anyway, so that's the coaching I wanted to do. I want them to spend an hour understanding the way I teach self-defense is very different, very unique. So I created a masterclass, and we'll talk about that. How can you position yourself and create a unique service business and actually put all of that information in the masterclass so you don't have to repeat it over and over and over again. Separate video. Okay, so that's how I did it. I just said, here's the link. Took them to the Calendly, and I'll put my link below so you can walk through it and see what it looks like. But just make sure that if you actually schedule the call, you delete it, okay? So that I'm not, oh, wait, I have to, if you're just trying to see what the redirection, all of that looks like, please cancel it, Don't abuse the stuff I'm sharing with you. So you can look at what I have done, and I'll also put down in the description what other coaches teach so that you have everything in your toolbox and you can kind of figure out how you want to do it for yourself. Have fun with this.